What's going on, credit kings and queens? In today's video, we're going to talk about using your credit card. Just using it, because a lot of people are scared to use their credit cards. Let it go. Hi, is this thing on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. If you've been here before, welcome to it. It's your first time here. My name is EJ, and on this channel, man, we talk about personal finance, personal growth, wealth, all that. And you guys follow me on to get my score to 800. That's my main goal in life, is to get my credit score to 800. So, yeah, it's been a minute since y'all seen me, man. I've been kind of busy, if you haven't noticed. Mostly, I'm doing the gym thing now, so I'm back in the gym. For those who don't know, like once I start in the gym, I become obsessed with it. So I haven't had a lot of time to do things with my new work schedule and stuff. So I haven't been really doing much of this. But I have been commenting to all you guys. I'm pretty good at responding to comments. I've been seeing you guys. Thank you guys so much for engaging and, you know, watching my videos. It means a lot. I'm not gonna be doing too many gaps like this. 2-3 month gaps. I'm not gonna keep doing that, but I just want to get refocused back into the gym. But none of y'all know where I've been this whole time. How y'all been? And y'all can see I'm not home right now. This isn't my normal background because I'm doing something else right now. Y'all stay tuned because I might have some changes again. But today's video, man, we're gonna talk about just simply using your credit card, because there's, you know, I'm always on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing. And I'll type in credit cards and I just read the comments and I just see what people are talking about. Credit card utilization and debt, stuff like that. And one of the main things that you see is people, like, even when I first started out, like, it's a good habit to learn, you know, limiting how much you know, when you're first starting out, limiting your credit usage, you know, trying to learn the game. But like when you have your $200 limit, you're gonna, you know, you get $20 in gas. But that's a good, you know, rule of thumb, you know. But a lot of people will continue to do that even after their learner phase. If you don't have the discipline, then that's understandable. Like, a lot of people just don't have the discipline to, you know, use their card and pay it off. They'll just like use it and forget about it, or use it, and then they end up in trouble. So if you don't have the discipline to do that, that's understandable. But I want y'all to take an example right now. Say there's two people, me and somebody else, all right? Both of us have just $5,000 credit limit. We're gonna say that on one of our cards, all right? Even though I don't yet, but we're just using it as an example. Both of us have $5,000. Okay, one of us, the other person, they swipe their card, they get like $100 in gas, and they'll just don't pay the card back. Like, they'll hold off until the due date and they'll pay that $100 back to get their utilization back down to a reasonable cost, which is still good. Like, if you keep your utilization low, that's always good. But they get theirs down to zero. Okay, keep that in mind. They pay it off on their due date. They use it one time, pay it off on their due date, and it's back to 0% utilization. Then they do it again for the next month. Okay, then you have me, same $5,000, but instead of $100 one time, I use $200, $300, $400, $500 on my card. Okay, and that's, y'all's like, I will spend like $100 in a week, and then that week I make that payment back. But I don't use the full, I don't pay the full 100, so I keep my utilization at 2 to 3%. So I pay $100 or 98 something, no, $95. Then next week I pay $95. Then another week I pay next $95. And then that final week, whatever's left, I pay it down to 2 or 3%. Let that report, and then I repeat the process all over again. Now, I've made 4 payments in a month. This person has made 1 payment in a month. When it's time to get a credit limit increase, who do you think is gonna get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to showing that you can handle using your card? Think about it. 1 payment, so that's 12 payments, you know? He's made 1 payment a month for 12 months, 12 payments. I've made 4 payments a month for 12 months, which is about 48. That's minimum 4 payments. Sometimes I make 5. So I have at least 48 payments in a year, showing that I use the card a lot more and I use my limit a lot more. So when it's time to come to that, you know, time to, I need a credit limit increase, If you're only using $100, you know, you don't need that money, so why would they give it to you? When me, on the other hand, I clearly can show you guys that I've used the card, I can use the card, I can handle the card, and not only that, I made so many more payments. So when I'm thinking the best of this because people still have, you know, $500 limits though, and they're scared to use it. They go buy a bag of chips and then they don't pay the card off until the end of the month, and that's all they use the card for. They put it in a drawer and not use it again. And that's probably one of the worst things I think you can do when you're trying to build a relationship with these banks, is barely use your card. Like, and then you're gonna ask for a credit limit increase when it's time. Like they do the reviews. They get to you automatically if they feel like you are worth giving a credit limit into. But when you over here using the, you know, get $3 bag of chips and you ask for, I need another $2,000 credit limit increase. Why? Why do you need a $2,000 credit limit increase? How are you benefiting the bank by not using the card? You build a relationship with them by buying $3 bag of chips. Like I said, it's good when you're trying to, you know, if you don't have the discipline to limit how much you spend. Like, I'm not trying to tell people go out here and use their cards up like crazy. What I am saying is use your card responsibly. Pay it off every week. If you're already $4,000 or $5,000 in debt, this ain't gonna help you. You gotta get that down first. Let's just get that out of the way. If you're somebody who is just starting out and you're tempted to use your card, but you're still scared, don't be scared. Use your card. It's your card. Put that debit card away. Your debit card should be funding your credit card now. There's no reason to be using that debit card like that. You don't get nothing back for it. If you have a card that has rewards, there's no reason you should be using your debit card. Always use your credit card. Plus, credit card is much more secure than your debit card. Like, if anything goes wrong with that credit card, you covered. The debit card, you might get help. So my point is, build relationships with these banks. Get your card, use your card, pay your card back weekly. Towards the end of the month, stop spending. Let all your balances update so you see how much you owe. And before your due date, pay it down to 2 or 3%. After you pay it down to 2 or 3%, let that balance report on your statement date. So don't use your card between your due date and your statement date so you don't mess up your balance. It gotta be 2 to 3%. Up to 5. Anything less than 5 is good, but I keep it 2 to 3, okay? After your statement date, pay that last little balance off in full and repeat the process. That is how you build your best relationship with these banks. A lot of people even scared to go over 30% in a month. Like, as long as you pay it off. Some people do, like some of these banks, you have to call them and make sure. Some of these banks do weekly reportings, some don't. I have multiple times used my card to about 60-70% this year. And I pay it off before, as soon as that payment post, that process, whatever post, I pay it off. Like, they're not looking at it like, oh, that's a red flag. If you max your card out, then that's a red flag. But 67% people scared to go over 30%. Like, use your card, just pay it off. They're not dinging you for that. Like, you use your card, you pay it off. Like, there's this misconception that you can't go over 30%. Yes, you can. Just don't let it report over 30%. Now, if they do weekly reportings, then you got to be a little bit more strategic with your card. But man, look, just use your card. Use your card. Stop being scared. Use your card. My credit score has been going up because I'm using my card. Okay, I'm not telling people, like I said, this isn't me telling people to go crazy on their cards. Use your card, make weekly payments. This is the most important part. If you don't make these weekly payments, you will get in trouble. Weekly payments. Pay it off in full, and then after your statement date. That's all you gotta do. I've made a couple videos about this. People are still confused about it. Like, it's easy. Use your card, make weekly payments. As soon as your statement date or your due date close, you've already made the payment for the month. So once it's time for your due date, and next due date, you don't have you have a zero balance due, but you have a balance that you need to pay to get it down to 2 to 3% because you've been using the card. As soon as you make that first payment for the next statement cycle, you already made the payment, your minimum due, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not about how much minimum due. You need to pay it down to 2 or 3%. That's what the key is. Don't use your card. After your statement date, use it in full. That's it, man. Now watch. You do this, these banks, when it comes time to you try to ask you for your credit limit increase, they will be a lot more lenient with your credit limit increase because you've actually shown that you use the card. Don't be scared to go over 30%. Like, I don't know why people are so scared to go over 30%. Like, it's not that bad. It's really not. As long as you pay it off, as soon as it posts, pay it off. I just gave y'all the hack of life right there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, man. I will start making more videos again, but I'm just really busy right now. It's a transitional time for me. Summertime is always when it's the best time of year for me, so I try to do as much as I can because that's when I have the best energy. I try to manifest as much as I can. I've been doing a lot of manifestation. Things have been flowing right now, so keep that energy positive. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting that notification bell so you guys know when I drop a video. Make sure you guys are manifesting what you want. Speak it out loud. Speak it out loud. Mean it. Speak it out loud and mean it, all right? Tell you guys what, man. Once I get my first American Express card this year, you hear it, right? Once I get my first American Express card this year, because it will happen, I'm going to make a video about it, okay? So, you see how I just did that, right? That's called manifestation. Try it. Once I get my... Oh yeah, speaking of the manifestations, man. Actually, I'll make another video about the Dogecoin crypto, because if y'all remember, y'all probably don't, but I made a video in 2018 talking about Dogecoin. And now look at it, people could become millionaires off Dogecoin, all right? But we're going to talk about it in another video. But for now, man, make sure you guys stay up. I don't know what it is now. Get critical up. My name is EJ, man. This has been Eccentric Digital Media Production. Until next time, catch you guys next video, man. Peace.